Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. Today we're talking about how the dollar is doomed and why you should buy silver now. This is a very serious and urgent video. I definitely recommend you share this to your friends and family. Get as many people, aware of how important this topic is. Like this video so it can get spread across YouTube's platform. People need to understand this. Our financial system is collapsing. The dollar is collapsing. It's lost 98% of its purchasing power, and it's growing faster every single day. Hyperinflation has caused our economy to literally just blow out. We are going into an era of very uncertain and sketchy times. It's a lot worse than people, I think, understand. The media tries to cover it up and doesn't portray the reality of the situation. If you go to usdebtclock.org, it shows how serious it is. We are $24 trillion in debt and growing faster by the second. The dollar is worthless. The dollar is collapsing. Hyperinflation has caused us to be in a situation that is it's unrecoverable. We are in a very we're basically SOL. There's no coming out of this. Something new has to change. If you keep your money in fiat currency, in a couple of years from now, your money will literally be losing value. If you keep your money in a savings account and don't invest into anything, especially not precious metals, your money is literally just deflating as it sits in that bank. Not even talking about how corrupt the banking systems are. Your money alone is at risk, not including how sketchy the banks are too. You need to be taking control of your wealth and of your financial freedom. Precious metals is the answer. It will not get us out of all this debt, but it's a way for you yourself to preserve your wealth against hyperinflation. We look around the world, and there's countries where their dollar is so worthless they carry their money in trash bags and weigh their money on scales at the cash registers because their dollar is so worthless, so deflated, that it would take thousands of dollars just to buy something that's worth $5. It's like our US dollar amounting to the same value as a penny. So if you want to buy a 99-cent candy bar, you have to put $99 bills on the table. They literally burn their money. This is how serious it is. Cashless nations are appearing more and more every day. Everything's digital, and we are headed into the digital age. Not saying cryptocurrency is the answer, but it could be a start since it's decentralized, so there's no central bank in control manipulating stuff behind the scenes. At least with Bitcoin, everything's on a public database, which is the blockchain, so everything that happens is on public record, but that still is not the answer. Right now, the best thing you can do is convert your money into precious metals because that is physical gold and silver that has been deemed valuable for thousands of years, that will always hold its value because it's intrinsic. It has intrinsic value. If not, then you are literally setting yourself up for failure. This is not something to just try to get people, just get people kind of fed up or whatever. This is real. This is real stuff. And I don't think people understand how urgent it is. Like, this is something that can seriously transform your life in a positive or negative way. And if you don't start taking control now, you are definitely setting yourself up for huge failures. A lot of people are preppers, but if you're not a prepper, if you're not one of those people who think the end of the world's coming or SHTF, it doesn't have to be that. You don't have to wear your tinfoil hat just to start investing in precious metals. It's not something that's way out there or someone who always just has all these conspiracy theories. It's not that far. It doesn't have to go that far for our financial system to keep depleting the way it is, for the dollar to keep collapsing at the rate it is. It doesn't have to go to that extent. I mean, a lot of people think that stuff will happen, or that could be the case of what could lead the dollar to the ground, but the dollar's been heading to the ground regardless if that stuff ever will happen or not. So what you need to do is take control of your own money. Your fiat currency is not money, it's a promissory note. Silver is money. Silver is real money. If you hold a $20 bill in your hand and hold a 1-ounce silver coin in the other hand, tell me which one feels more valuable. That $20 bill will last you, what, a couple miles in gas, maybe like a pizza, 2 cups of coffee. But look how much that 1 ounce silver coin can do in technology, in the industrial world, in the medical world, in the technological world. That's real value. That's stuff that holds its weight, no pun intended, and we need to be spreading this stuff, because the more people that understand this, the better off we're going to be as a society and an economy. A lot of people think the only way silver is going to appreciate is if something happens like 9/11 or Y2K, or something like that along those lines. Yeah, that shoots silver's price up, but in the grand scheme of things, silver's always been valuable no matter what happens. Those things bring like light to the importance of it, or the seriousness of it, because they realize, holy crap, maybe I can't trust my government at the rate I would, or I was taught from my parents to. But regardless of that, it's still going to be going at the same rate. It just might take a little longer. At the end of the day, if you're not investing in precious metals, then you're definitely putting yourself at risk for extreme losses. And we need to take control of that. Not saying that you have to be some serious silver stacker or some coin collector that knows all the dates to all the numismatic coins and all that. No, it doesn't. Just buy tubes of American Eagles, or buy some generic silver. I make tons of beginner type videos where you don't have to know anything. I literally, I put the links in my description where you can buy silver. You don't have to know anything. You can just buy some bullion and stack it just for an emergency, just in case. And not saying you have to be someone to accept that this is how reality is in our world, or our economy. And that's the other thing, is I feel like a lot of people, they feel like if they acknowledge it, then they have to accept it and realize how bad our economy is, or our current financial state. And a lot of people are afraid to accept that, because then they have to accept the fact that something could happen, or a major change could happen. And people don't like change. People don't want change. But change is necessary if we are going to keep thriving as a state, as a country, as an economy, as a world. Because something has to happen, and the rate that this is happening is definitely dragging us into the ground. So I definitely hope that you guys are listening and are taking action, because the worst is when people just listen and they don't do anything about it. And then once silver starts rising, or they realize how the dollar's been collapsing, then it's too late, and then they miss the boat, and then they're kicking themselves in the butt. You don't want to be that person. You can just buy little by little. You don't have to buy $500 of silver every week or every month. You can buy 1 ounce of silver a month, and you're still going to be better off in a couple months than 99% of the world. Think about that. Spot price is $15. You can get one ounce, one American Eagle every month, and in 5-6 months from now, you will have 7 ounces of silver that can take yourself a long way, especially looking at the bigger picture, or the reality of how valuable silver really is. You don't want to be one of those people sitting on the sidelines and knowing all this stuff. I think it would be worse. It would be worse knowing the benefits of silver and not investing, instead of just not even hearing about it. Those people don't even have an option. They don't even have the choice. But if you're understanding this and you're aware of it and you still don't, that's going to be the real that's going to be the real kick in the butt. So spread this message to people. Let them know that you don't have to be some prepper or some survivalist just to buy silver, to buy precious metals. You're not rebelling against the government. You're just taking control of your money and putting it in something that's always been deemed valuable for the past, several decades, several centuries. You don't have to be one of those people that is living paycheck to paycheck. You can learn to budget your money. You can learn patience. You can learn the important saying that just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford it. There's several different things that you learn as a silver stacker, or just in the precious metals world, that are key essentials to survival and for financial freedom, and that's the end goal. And I really hope that you guys are listening and taking action and taking advantage. I post links to great deals you can buy on Modern Coin Mart. I post beginner videos, how to buy bullion, which types of coins to buy, if you're starting out, that are less risky than others. I teach you guys everything. This is more of a beginner channel, because I know a lot of new stackers come to my channel. I want to make it very easy to the point for anyone to come to my videos and learn how to stack within the 15 minutes that I talk. and I want you guys to feel comfortable with that, because it really can be overwhelming, especially since there's so many different types of coins. But trust me, just starting off even with a couple American Eagles or a couple Maple Leafs can take you a long way. And I'm sure once you finally hold that silver in your hand, you will realize how valuable it is, and you'll become obsessed or addicted just like the rest of us. But it's not even about that. It's really about just beating the dollar and transferring your wealth into something that holds its value, because if not, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, like these videos, share them to friends and family. You know, when you guys do like these videos, it pushes these videos in front of more people, so more people are aware of precious metals and aware of what's happening in our economy, and I feel like that's very important. I try to do my part by talking about it as much as I can, posting daily videos, and you guys can do your part by liking and sharing the videos as well. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.